Welcome back, dear viewers, again on my channel. I am kind of excited today that I am going to tell you about an interesting topic, DRM. DRM itself not a single technology. It's not like hardware or software, so you just install and use it. It's all the thing that you need when you distribute your digital content by combining a group of technology. Why should you use digital right management in your business plan? If you are a content provider company, then I will explain all the basic thing about DRM in this video, but I will not going to show you the implementation process. If you like this video and want to know the process, I will make tutorial on that. If you comment to make tutorial. It is architecture of DRM. So there is no standard of DRM architecture because there are lots of vendor providing the service of DRM, and they are all vendor offered with different framework. The overall functional DRM framework presented in this figure is suited to building digital right enabled system. The DRM framework can be modeled in three areas. The first is intellectual property asset creation and capture. That is IP asset creation capture. Refer to the process of managing and creation of content in order to simplify its trading. It includes asserting rights when content is created for the first time by various of content creator like you, me, and anyone. So this module supports right validation, ensuring the content being created from existing content, including the right to do so. Second, right creation, allowing right to be assigned to new content such as specifying the right owner and allowable users permission. Right workflow, allowing for content to be processed through a series of workflow steps for review and or approval of rights uh, or, and content. Now, second, IP asset management. To this refer to uh, the process of managing and enablement the trade of content. This includes receiving content from creator and using it as an input for an asset management system. The data managed in the system include the descriptive metadata and rights metadata. Example, parties, uses, and payment etc. So this model support repository function and trading function. So repository function means enabling the access retrieval of content in potential distributed database, and the access retrieval of metadata. The metadata cover parties, right, uh, description, works. Now trading. Enabling the issue of license to party who have traded agreement for right over content. As you work in Netflix. Now IP asset uses refer to the process of uses of content after it has been traded. This includes supporting constant over trading content in specific desktop system software. The IP asset use module support permission management and tracking management. Permission management enable enforcement of the rights associated with the content in the user's environment, and tracking management enable enable the monitoring of the usage of content where such tracking is a part of the agreed to license conditions. Together, these three modules provide the core functionality of DRM system. So I think you all understand the basic core functionality. Now I will discuss on DRM techniques. So DRM actually not a technique, it's a group of technique like encryption, license control, digital certificate, watermarking, fingerprinting, right specification language, trust infrastructure, hashing, access control. Now, what encryption is? DRM uses a cryptography algorithm to encrypt content that needs a secret key, a particular phrase or a string of numbers. Maybe you can find sometime after uh, in a video player or in video URL. So the only the holder of this key can later unlock the content of and read it. The algorithm scrambles data, hence making it unreadable to everyone except the recipient. Decryption is the process of decoding data that has been encrypted into a secret format, and it requires a secret key or password. However, encrypting the content is merely one of the important aspects of securing the data. Another very important aspect of managing the decryption key, the creation of the key, it's transferring to the customer's way of enforcing time limitation. Like sometime you take sometime you purchase subscription from Hotstar, Amazon Prime, and you can find 1 year subscription, 3 months, 6 months, and all. And preventing theft or transfer of a key are the property of the encryption that have to be considered at all time. So I think you understand the what encryption is. Now, digital certificate. So, similar to the physical reality where a person has to identify himself upon payment, a person has to prove his virtual identity in the e-market with the help of a digital certificate. A digital certificate is actually the link between the person and his virtual identity. It is created using a cryptographic technique that connect a person's identity with his or her public cryptographic key. The digital signature are issued by certificate authorities that I told you, the vendors who provide DRM that offer guarantee that the public key belong to the person whose name is in the certificate. Now, watermarking. Watermarking is the process of secretly embedding information into the data source in such a way its very existence is hidden. You can see I have provided a watermark of W in this image. You can see the W. So this is a watermark, and sometimes you can find it in like playing television and see a random number right there. So that is also watermark. So embedding a copyright and stamp into an image, sound, or a video. The watermark is embedded in the way that the quality of the media is practically maintained and it cannot be captured by a human eye or ear. Only the knowledge of a secret key allow extracting the watermark from the original image. License or access control. Uh, Copy protection attempt to find for limiting the access to copyrighted material or inhibiting the copy process itself. Example of copy protection include encrypted digital TV broadcast, access control to copyrighted software through the use of licensed server, and technical copy protection mechanism on the media. DRM system not only have to provide prevention from copying but also access control. This way, intellectual property will be protected by encrypting the data so that they can only be accessed by authorized user. Right specification language. So it is a mechanism or technique for describe the author or publisher rights. The data dictionary of right term gives a standard vocabulary to describe the DRM and other relevant issue. Hashing. DRM can protect the digital content from being manipulated by using a so-called one-way hash function. One-way hash function takes digital content of any length as input and produces an output message called message digest. Any changes to the content will produce a completely different message digest upon processing and digital content on the web. In presence of doubt, a customer should be able to check if the content is message digest provided to him for the content provider. If both output are the same, the customer can be sure that the obtained content has not been tampered and is authentic. So, what's the basic goal of DRM? The DRM system must have an achieve certain goal in order to give a trusted platform for user who want to participate in the market. So, DRM has some basic goal like DRM should provide protection of digital content, DRM should enable secure distribution, DRM should ensure content authenticity. So what are the main advantage of DRM? So how will implementing a digital right management service benefit your company? Control of IPR, reduced publishing cost, ensuring compliance with business process, and new revenue are just some of the advantages. For revenue protection. For many publishers, the electronic world is the new pinnacle of risk and reward. The reduction of cost through electronic publishing is so huge that you have to grasp it. Backing that up with the low cost marketing and sales effort available through the internet is a real possibility. But the risk of having pirates copy being on peer to peer sharing sites and losing your cert by not getting back anything like you're investing in creating a product. The question is here is what is worth to be able to enter the electronic publishing world without being exposed to all of the downsides, gaining access to a significantly larger potential global market than before, doing business immediately online and getting paid, drastically reduced publishing cost without seriously losing revenue, entering market that were previously at high risk for piracy, reducing losses from misuse of existing information. Localizer protect your revenue stream by ensuring your IPR remains protected at all time. Stop privacy and document sharing and persistently control document use. IPR control. Ensuring that only the right people can view your information is one thing, but controlling the what they can do what that information is equally as important. Some information, for example, has a defined life cycle, and after that date has been reached should no longer be viewable. Other information may be so valuable that it should not even be printed. Digital right management control can therefore benefit your organization in more way than one. By imposing the extra control over your information that allow you to remain totally in control. ROI. Calculating achievable ROI needs some understanding of saving you may make. or costs that you may avoid by using DRM. Below, I will explain the factors including ROI calculation. So, first thing, value available through increased market opportunity. Second, value of ability to provide instant delivery at zero shipping charge. Saving through a smaller or no print run cost. Value of access to global market. Cost of compliance failure. Self training and integrating with web shopping cart should cost under like $1,000 annual or one of or volume of use pricing model. Reduction in loss through piracy. Now, IPR theft prevention. The real benefit of implementing a proper digital right management service are in your ability to prevent the theft of documents that you are considered important enough to be worth protecting. Regulatory compliance. You require best practice to demonstrate that unauthorized individual could not access information because the information was strongly encrypted and use licensed. The approach enable corporation to allow sensitive information to be stored on laptop, computer, and distributed outside of their organization without any loss of control. So, being able to demonstrate that you have proper procedure in place. If you don't have this in place, you risk being fined or prosecuted or both. So, the business benefit are clear. DRM is an answer, not an option. Document retention. An important use of DRM technology is to assure you that when documents reach the end of their retention period, they will automatically expire and can no longer be accessed. Localized enable you to expire document automatically after a certain period of time, whether this be a fixed date, a number of view of print, or after number of day use. And of course, you can also manually revoke access instantly when required. So these are major advantages of DRM. Now we will uh, learn about disadvantage of DRM. What are the disadvantages of DRM? A major disadvantage of DRM is the issue of privacy because it DRM system take user information which can be used by publisher and creator of contents. As per copyright law, person who has purchased the electronically published content has right to make any number of copy for personal uses, but DRM limit this uses. A consumer also has the right to sell the electronically published content that is already purchased, but DRM restricts the content to be viewed on other device. Activities of consumer are also tracked by companies through DRM who are using the electronically published content and the privacy of user is compromised. DRM system can influence over technology advantage as it restricts the uses and sharing of the digital content. There are no established set of rule and standard for DRM system and they are designed and developed keeping in view the requirement of the customers. Unlike copyright which are implemented on the basis of a standard rule and regulation, DRM has no sub procedure and simple design to protect the electronically published against illegal distribution and sharing. The difficult part of the DRM is to control the sharing of the electronically published content once it is the possession of the user, as there are many techniques for the hacking the content and sharing it with other DRM content cannot act against all of them in an effective way. Once the ebook is downloaded on the other devices, the user it difficult for the DRM system to monitor and control its uses because the user can share it with anyone. No matter how strong restrictions are placed by the DRM system, it get difficult to control the use once it is held with the user. of the content because only software programs are implemented to control its sharing and copyright, and there are no subject measure which can measure the intention of the user who can personally share the content with anyone. Still, restrictions are in place through DRM system which limit the ability of the user in terms of usage of the content. For large media company, it becomes very difficult to monitor all users who are downloading the media file and then sharing it with other, and they can only implement DRM system, but their capacity is limited in controlling the access and uses right for all users who are downloading the media files and using it over different devices. Despite advantage of DRM system, it has its own limitation. Companies like Apple have developed specialized products that use a specific DRM system which protect their content from being hacked. So this is the disadvantage. So this is disadvantage of DRM. All was a great talk with you, my friends. Hope you will like my video. I look forward suggestions and feedback. So how can I improve more? See you again. Bye for now.